Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Once again, we are here, Drinks with Killz, and we have an incredible guest today. As you can see, there is no black book on the table today. And there will be no sunglasses. But I will still kick my feet up because the person that I got on today is more than just a guest. She's, yes, and she, for all you people who have been on our case about not having any females on the show, a lot are coming. But yes, she is more than just a friend, she's family. And I've known her for, I would say, more than 3/4 of my life.
It's been a minute.
Yes, and you know, she did the same thing that I did. She went away and then she came back to Nigeria, and you know.
But we didn't just go back; we came back since.
And we swam in the waters.
Yes, we should.
With the sharks.
Oh,
and all those things, and she has blown past me, self.
Oh dear.
Oh, yes, you now.
It's blown past. But how do you blow past? How do you blow past?
You know, like this.
Look at this guy.
I'm speaking of none other than the incredible actress, singer, producer, writer, comedian, influencer, baddest babe of them all. That will lift you up, and instead of dropping you back down, will catapult you even higher. She goes by the name of Chioma Omeruah. Let's give a round of applause for Chioma. Yes, boss.
Hello, good evening, please.
Good
evening,
my
dear, I'm here, my brother.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute, yo. It's been a minute.
Last time I saw you was at the thing at Ebony Life Place. I think, yeah, I was about to say the wedding, but I was like, no, I saw you after that.
The Mo's birthday.
Yeah. Yes, I saw
that was a dope birthday.
That was a dope birthday. I didn't stay that long, but it was dope as far as I was there.
And it was good to see you too.
It was good to see you.
Yeah, but let's take it back. Because you know I introed you in a rather in-depth manner. So let's really go into the depths. Like, where we know from now?
It's like primary school. Yeah. It's primary school because you are my older brother. Like my older brothers.
Yeah.
So
I see everybody knows I old now.
We are the younger ones. So yeah, my senior brother.
Yeah.
And so, we've known each other that long, and I think even the families and just parents. And so it goes. Our parental units know each other. Knew each other. Of course, two of us are in the No Father Having Club. Of course, you know. Yeah.
We are dear. We are bastards.
No.
Sorry, okay, no problem.
No.
The difference.
There's a difference.
There's a big difference.
Bastard will never hold your dad. But I'm our dad.
We do.
Untimely. Yes, we do.
So
it's a difference.
There is a big difference, actually. You know, we play around with that stuff amongst us guys and stuff, but you know, the truth of the matter is there is a difference.
Yes, there is.
So yes, we did know each other from childhood.
Yes.
Our parents knew each other from. In fact, our fathers.
Yes.
The
back,
two of
it
them,
doesn't. We don't even know how far back it goes. Exactly.
I do.
I know, but I don't know the in-depth.
Exactly how the me too. I don't know how deep.
I'm not the deep.
I know the pool is deep, but whether it's 25 feet or 30 feet.
Yeah, we are not aware of it, but not the deep. It's deep enough.
So, yes, Enyina was my mate, your older brother.
Yes.
Shout out to Enyi.
What up, bro?
One of the maddest guys in the industry behind the scenes that never wanted to work with me. Ongoing joke. And we left, like I said, we left. I left when I was 17. How old were you when you left?
I was 18.
Okay.
Yeah, I was 18.
Almost parallel.
Yeah,
okay.
I was 18. Oh, you stayed longer?
I stayed for about, I'm tempted to say 14 years.
Yeah, because I stayed 12. It's like back to back.
Back to back,
just behind each other like this.
Because I came back, and not too long after I came back.
Yeah,
you came back.
Because what year did you come back?
Well, 06.
I came back in 2006.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. For real?
Yes, October 2006.
But we didn't link up. We came
back in October. Popsy passed away in December. Yeah, so there was things happening. It was like literally a month after I came back home.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, that was hard.
Shout out to Pops. Rest in peace.
Yes, RIPs to the dads. Yes.
To the both of you.
To the both of you, yeah.
Okay, so yeah. in that return, when you came back, what did you come back for? Like, for example, I know when I came back, it was because I was attempting for the last time to give this music thing a shot.
I didn't know what I was coming back for. My father called one day when I was in the US and he says, okay, so you're finished school, right? Yes, you have your bachelor's. Yes. Okay, start coming back home.
Oh.
So, of course, all of us who are, when you're like, I don't have all the papers I need first. Let me wait and see. There's something you understand. Maybe Bush will give us amnesty or something like that. Let me just wait. So I was like, why? And then he was like, just come back. Because I had gone through some difficulty in the last couple of months of my stay. And this thing, when you're talking about people who are abroad, trying to get paper. When people say the things that people have done in the name of getting this paper, Bali, or even work permit or whatever, it's a green card. I just felt like I didn't want to be one of those people that had that kind of a storyline. And I just said, you know what, if the paper comes, it comes. Because I had enough faith in my own passport that if I was coming to America, I would maybe come back to visit. Because when I was coming back, people were like, listen, Chi, don't leave, don't go. Do you need somebody to marry you? Because that's what they thought all Africans do. Just find somebody to marry you. I said, no, it's okay.
They're the ones like you that go to Fiakwa.
Yeah, keep your little ring to yourself. That's okay, hon. Yeah. And then my dad says, come home. And the plan was for us to go into business together because I spoke French and he was very much into this import of commodities with other countries, especially in West Africa. And he was like, you speak French, so just come. I'll get you classes in Lagos Business School, just for the business aspect of it, and then we can go into business together. Now, I was petrified. I didn't tell him that because I'm not a business person. Have you not heard about my failure history? Oh, I'm mad at pieces. I was failing everything except life. I was failure came to me for mentorship.
No, I don't know about this.
No, I was and mad at I was failing everything. I was failing, just failing anyhow. So for someone to come and tell me, oh, come and do business, I was like, which life? That the criminal justice you sent me to go and study, I couldn't study finish. I went to change my major to French education. You now want me to come back and do business. To his chagrin, at his chagrin, he vexed. So I said, okay, let's come back and do it. And then I come back, and then he dies a month after that. Literally, I'm going on a trip to the UK. Okay, Daddy, I'll see you later. I was even joking with him. I was like, buy me something. He was like, I better go, Joe. Because I was auditioning. I had auditioned for a play. So I started rehearsal. So I actually had to go on stage 2 days after my father passed away. So we're in the midst of all of that when he dies. And then it's now... So... They tried to get me bank work.
It doesn't work.
I was like, I didn't see myself working in anybody's bank. I can do it. Because first of all, they had to go through all these things and look a certain way and dress up with hair, wig, clothes, tight skirts. I was not among of that. I was like, Father, my life is stress-free. You will find something stressful for me to do because I cannot. And then I auditioned for West African Idols.
Yeah.
Because that's when it first came out. I got to Planet One. And then I also got a job. Yeah. Wow. I also got a job teaching French at a school in Lekki. I think I could call the name of school, CIS. I got a job at CIS for 3 months. And then I got a job at ECOWAS in 2008. So I resumed January 2nd, 2008.
On your corporate.
So, yeah, so moved to Abuja, got a flat there and everything. I was there for 7.5 years. And it was in the midst of that Chigul happened.
It was in the what?
In the midst of all of that Abuja living, that Chigul happened.
So wait, why did you move to Abuja though?
Because of the Abuja. ECOWAS was in Abuja.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
I had to move to the headquarters.
Okay. Is that where you met Lorraine?
Yes. That's because the families know each other.
Yeah.
Right. So
okay, so you already knew her before moving, so it made sense.
Because I'm older than them, so I'm older than her and her siblings. So it was like another connection in Abuja, and so we just sort of like, here we are again, sisters, and so we're very close. So she's my Abuja connects, and forever and a day. So that's literally how that happened, and then.
So you worked for ECOWAS for 7 years.
For 7.5 years. Jeez. Yes, and then 2009. Chigul happened, and then I was sort of like on Chigul and ECOWAS at the same time until we decided that let's just focus on Chigul.
Let's go back a bit, okay? Because that was a nice summary, but I have to enter it. So you said in the midst of all of that,
Yes.
Chigul happened.
Yes.
How?
You know, I used to do these voices. I do voices all the time.
Nah.
And I used to, you know, BlackBerry then was.
What was that
thing.
one about? The past, the past.
Don't be aware.
Don't be aware.
All of those things. And I would do all these voices all the time, and I would do these voice notes and sing these silly songs and then send them to my friends who would delete. Like they'd be like, ha ha ha, delete. Okay. You're really funny. Ha ha ha, delete.
Until they go viral.
So then I now did Killz, sent it out. My friend Gloria Brima, bless her spirit. She's a gospel singer. She's a miracle worker. And we grew up together.
Okay.
So forget Gloria is a bit touched too. You have to forget that she's singing Jesus' song. Her madness is there. So she now thought it was hilarious. And then she sent it off to somebody, who sent it off to somebody, who sent it off to somebody. And then after a while, it was sent to me while I was in Abuja.
So
like, oh, there's this girl called Chigul. Yeah, there's this girl called Chigul. Oh, you know, she's so funny. Listen to the song she's singing. And I was like, oh, well, okay. She's funny. Okay, all right. Meanwhile, my family's half embarrassed, half not sure what to do because they're hearing this local voice notes going around. My brother's office, he was like, what is all this? My sister, I saw her BlackBerry status at the time was, I have wonderful siblings, but Chioma, why? So she had been hearing it. She was like, so she was like, Chioma, I feel like it's you, but
I'll wait for you to confirm or deny.
You know, everybody, my mom was like, what is that? So like, do people even know that you went to proper school? Do you know that we paid for money for you to go to school in the abroad? You are doing this thing. And then, so I always tell people, I said, comedy happened to me. I didn't bank on it. I didn't plan it. It wasn't in my thought process at all. And then Chigul happened to me, and then here we are. So
you ran with that.
I literally ran with it. Didn't know where I was running to. I just knew that there was going to come. Once again, Ian and I were talking. He was like, when one starts to drag on the other. And I just felt like if anything was going to drag, I didn't want it to be passion. I didn't want it to be something that made my life better. I didn't want something to
And you were passionate about
I was.
Chigul.
I mean, I love my job in ECOWAS, but Chigul was me in my element.
Yes.
And me doing what I think I was created
ECOWAS, you're pretty much a zombie.
Yeah, it was 9 to 5. Yeah, you know, you're doing your regular every same thing every day, you know.
The zombie life.
Can we cuss on this show?
Yeah,
same shit, different day.
Same shit, different day.
Same shit, different day, honey. So I wanted to mix up my shit and do something else. So some better shit. So
some better shit could come along.
Yeah, exactly. So and then we happened, and then we took a very, 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 very long dive.
You know, I actually love it, not to cut you off, but I actually love it that you're giving me this Chioma right now. You know, because I'm not sure that people get to see this Chioma a lot.
They don't.
So, they don't. You know? So even the accent, they'll say, why is she forming accent? That we don't understand though.
No,
they don't understand that this is your normal talking accent.
We normally do, you know. Because, and that's what people don't even like. Whenever I go to places and people are like talking that voice, I'm like, which one?
Which one?
And then they'll be like, that one. I'm like, I don't talk like that all the time.
Yeah,
it's not like I'm just walking around and say, hello, good evening. Yeah, how are you, Wanile? What's up in the road? Please, sir, move your car. That's work, you know. And when I'm with people who know me, and then I'm myself, and so whatever thought process is in my head is how it comes out of my mouth. So.
As another thing that people don't understand is that when you've been exposed to different types of culture for a long duration of time, you kind of like assimilate.
Yeah, stuff seeps in and affects your own normal way.
Of course, you know, it's mutation or evolution, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
and then when you now come back to where you're from,
then you just be there. You do as the romance.
Whoever you're speaking to activates whatever. You get me? So
you do as the romance.
That's it.
Yeah, when you are in the room. And that's what I normally do when I'm with romance. I do as they would do in Rome.
But you don't romance.
No, I don't.
I just heard the romance when you said romance.
Leave me. Oh, wow.
Sorry. I'm a
You say you don't romance the romance.
Chai. I'm sorry. It just came.
Chai.
No, okay, so 2009.
Yeah. So, and then I left, and then I resigned in 2015.
Okay.
And when I tell people...
you only had like
three
more years to get that parachute.
But I think that, because I remember telling my mother the day I was going back, you know, because I was telling you how I used to come to...
Back and forth.
In the midst of all of that, I got married.
That's what triggered how did that happen.
Yeah. I got married in 2009, actually. I was working in ECOWAS 2008.
So it was when you were leaving Abuja that you ended up getting married.
I got married in 2009. I resigned from ECOWAS in 2015. But I moved to Abuja in 2008. Got married in 2009. the plan was to be in Abuja and just live life
Yeah.
in ABJ.
Yeah.
But life had other plans.
So
And, you know, funk hit the fan, shit happened, and then so stuff broke down, and here we are, back to singlehood.
she did that summary shit again. So let's go back. So when the marriage happened and you were gonna move to ABJ, but shit got funky. That shit that got funky, was it the floating type of shit, or was it the one that accumulates at the bottom of the toilet pots?
There's a way, and I'm still, and the fact that I'm cussing is even making me a little uncomfortable. But that I'm comfortable enough to say shit. But you know, but shit has variations.
It has variations. Yes, now.
And levels of intensity of the shit. You know how, like, even when as a human being, like,
density,
let's say you understand
color,
what you ate before that caused
or drank.
Yeah, what caused the eruption of the volcano within you. And with the velocity with which it now came out. Yeah.
That velocity sometimes.
So there's a mix of things that happen in relationships, and which is one of the reasons why I'm never quick to, you know, people are very quick to just assess and give their 2 cents on marriage and how it happens, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Some people they've never yet done 3 years, but you're now an expert on keeping your marriage together. You have not even done 5. So I'm not quick to speak on those kind of things because I have experienced what I don't even understand. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, I went through something that I am still trying to figure
out how it went down.
And how I got to this place. How am I here? How am I in this place where I remember telling myself when I was younger how divorce will never be me. I will never be divorced. I can never. Once I marry, you know, you build your dream with your white picket fence and children, maybe 2 or 3 children. Then we will, after that, maybe I'll do masters, maybe. Then we'll have our lives and we'll be living, and then maybe travel once a year. You literally plan your life. And then life is looking at you going, then life has rolled up the shit inside the catapult. Set for you, like, hey.
Don't use Hercules
you
muscle, pull
understand,
back.
with a strong strength. And you're now like, what? That's exactly, I was like, what happened? Like, what happened just now? Like, what, you know, and that's what life, and you know, we're talking about it, and I was like, that's what life does to you.
Yeah.
It throws you curveballs, and how you maneuver is now maybe up to you, and which is what I am learning. Maybe what I should have, could have done better, what I should maybe not have done, maybe steps I took that I probably should maybe waited a little bit.
What's your sign again?
I'm a Taurus, not that matters.
Oh, God, jeez.
Why does that have to do with anything? What's all this
No,
stuff?
just, you know, sorry, go on.
It's a bull. It's literally a male cow. I mean, like, I don't understand.
Very stubborn.
Well,
very
I call myself stubborn.
antagonistic sometimes, you know, but you're not the antagonistic.
I'm stubborn. I just think I'm just set in my ways. My friends will probably look at you and look at me and hissing.
But,
okay,
you know.
okay, so I'm a bit stubborn.
Okay.
And I think when you look back on it now, I can say that there are some things that I didn't do right either.
Yeah.
But of course, there's always his story, her story, and there's the truth. But the long and short story of it is, it just broke down irretrievably.
Yeah.
And by the time we were looking at each other, we were like, this is not gonna work. So let's just go our separate ways.
So that was at the period of time where you were doing the back and forth between Abuja and Lagos.
I was like I was telling you, I was doing Lagos Abuja every weekend for a year straight.
A year straight. Yeah. 52 times.
Every weekend. And then if by happenstance something came up where it was a Chigul gig and I needed to go and do MC work or something, I would maybe, you know how like you lie to your boss. I lied so many times. I've buried so many people except myself. I think every uncle has died, every grandparent has died, I've gone to court hundreds and millions of times.
I was in the hospital.
People somewhere, I have to go and visit somebody. My mom says I should come to town. I've lied every lie. So I think I left the course at the time where I was like, there's nothing else. Only the last thing was not, sir, I'm burying myself. So it's my burial, so I have to go and bury me and come back. Yeah. So I need a few days to bury myself. So I was getting to that place and I was like, I think I'm glad I left when I did, because I was like, who else gonna die? Like, you have put everybody in the ground.
God, you ready?
I like, yeah.
Would you go in the casket
for me? Come and see you, Lord. Come and see you. So it was at that place, and I was like, I think I left at a good time, because and I think it was a good time for me to also learn about navigating these waters of working for yourself and dry
Specifically in the
spells
industry
and
too.
dry
The
spells
dry
and dealing
spells
with
that you have no
money
control
sometimes
over.
and there's no money coming in, what you gonna do, and there's nobody has called you in 2 months and there's nothing else. Meanwhile, you could have been, and of course I'm arguing, my mom and I had a
2 months
big fight
salary.
about it because she's like, you're leaving ECOWAS for what? So I just had to tell, I'm resigning. And I went and I had to move back to her house. That sucked.
That's the worst.
That sucked. I had to move back to her house. So there was, you know how like when you come back to a house you grew up in, but there's no room for you anymore. Because when I now moved back to my mom's house,
your room has turned into storage.
The room,
oh, storage now.
They had an extra room, so they made it a walk-in closet for my mom. So she had 2 small, like 3x4 mattresses on the side like this. That's in a small corner where you can sit down and maybe rub your makeup. That's where I was sleeping.
I have
with
to
one
get
small
up
drawer.
because you called it walk-in. So when she bath in the morning, she needs to
you understand? Walk into the closet and dress up. That's where I was sleeping.
Oh.
So every single, and it was like right by her room. So, and I'm the kind of person that once I'm sleeping, it may pause.
You wake up,
the door,
and before you can go back to sleep.
So every single night, you can imagine 4 o'clock in the morning, she's going to the bathroom. The door is open. And of course, so you know how like you'll be hissing in your sleep, you will not even know. Then you look at your life and be like, Chineke, this must change, God, I must live here. And then after a while, I just left her house and got my own place.
That was dope. No, wait, so when did you get your own place?
How many years has it been? 2018, I moved into mine.
Nice.
In the midst of
you were capable of doing that.
I was, even though I was physically
you've been
unable at the time.
in the industry. Yeah. Your success came like kicking the door, waving the fall.
And the truth is, it came like, and I feel like it also sort of like waned. And I had to
when do you feel like,
okay, I feel like,
where did it come? Where do you feel like it arrived? And then also, where do you feel like it waned?
I feel like it's from that 2009 because I was hot. It was the viral girl. That's she went viral. And then and then I did Basket Mouth Show. First time people saw my face and associated the face with the voice.
With the voice, yeah.
And so I was doing things. And then just like time and life, people come up with other things and the people's audiences' preferences sort of change and they sort of switch. And so you now have to diversify yourself as a brand and figure out what else can you do. So it's now, okay, then Nollywood came along and it was, at first it was being Chigul or Chigul-like characters in things, which was very, I will never, ever be upset at doors that open for me because you walk through them. But even you as an individual, you want to sort of like show your other, that you have range and that you can do many things. You can be dramatic. You don't always have to be the fat, funny girl on everything. And I was a fat, funny chick on everything, the fat, funny Igbo woman. Every single time it was geared towards that direction. And I was like, I'm tired of playing this kind of character every single time. So but I said to myself, the only way this probably works because of the kind of industry that we are, you know what I'm saying? Like people want what they want. And I'm trying to, now
people
in the
want
process
what they
of,
want. And so fickle-minded
and
that
they're not willing to deviate. Yes, of course. And then you think about the fact that they only want you when you're giving something. Nobody wants you just because. It's only if you're being of value to them. And I was like, well, I guess that's just the way of life, isn't it? It's the way of the jungle, like you say. So I'm in the process of, I think I've sort of like started to rework my mindset after that happened. And I was like, okay, so this can actually happen where you start to, your people's whatever towards your craft is not as like it used to be. I have my fan base and thank God for them. But the younger ones didn't know who Chigul was and what that all those silly songs were. But sort of like reintroducing my craft to them in a different way. Is now opening other doors for me with younger people. And then I'm still doing Nollywood. And of course, I'm doing what I love the most, which is MCing. And I love hosting and I'm singing.
And you get endorsements.
Yeah, and exactly. And bring an influencer. Exactly. And then being able to open, just other doors like fully singing and
empower also.
So I want to just explore other aspects of Chioma. This is what I'm trying to do at this point.
No, that's dope. That's dope. So when are we going to, speaking of exploring aspects of Chioma, when are we going to take that dive back into, you know where I'm going, right?
Yes, I know.
So
which is where you always go.
So tell them.
Which is where you always go.
So tell them now.
This music, this.
It's not this. Okay, can we see the woman gets like this when I'm constantly on her case about this. So me, I'm going to ask her to do this real quick. Do me a favor.
What?
Let me see. Give me like 15 seconds of Patti LaBelle.
What's the Patti LaBelle song?
Anything that comes to mind.
Oh.
Or 15 seconds of Shaka Khan. Or 15 seconds of anybody you feel like Aretha Franklin. 15 seconds of Aretha Franklin. Yeah, give me respect. I want respect. Put respect on my name, damn it.
What you want, baby, I got it. What you need, do you know I got it? All I'm asking is for a little respect when you get home. Hey, baby, when you get home. Oh, yeah. That's it.
If I wasn't married, girl,
That's so stupid.
I would commit incense. God damn it.
He will.
That voice, See, you people don't even understand.
We're
Like,
just trying to.
no, listen,
compensate.
it is a travesty as far as I am concerned. Ikechukwu go now, no, It is a travesty that your voice has not been commercialized in Africa and globally. I swear to God, because forget all the things that we know that, caused it not to manifest. You understand? Forget all that, man. Forget all that. The truth of the matter is, did I say this on Basket Show or on Bovi's episode? Bovi's. I said, my dear, see, I'm going to give you Yoku. I'm still yet to hear a female vocalist better than you. From this
You
Nigeria.
said it's on whose show?
On my show, yeah,
To
but
who?
with another guest. I
Oh,
think it was
Jesus
either Bovi or Basket or something. But now the truth, now I'm not trying to cause no wars nowhere, and I know a lot of females out there in the industry, and I have love for them. Some of them are very close to me too,
Yeah, I mean,
But at the end of the day, I'm trying to emphasize.
we thank God that we have some talent, and I but the thing about it is,
Yourself,
but honestly, I feel like my voice and I feel like I would love to do like a small, like I'm the small bar piano.
No,
small.
you ain't.
Yes, I am. Because,
No, you ain't.
Because
That's what you would like to do.
Yeah, because I'm a jazzy singer. I'm a jazz
Patti
singer.
LaBelle likes to do.
I'm a jazz
That's what
singer,
Anita
or like a
Baker likes
musical,
to
like a
do.
musical. Broadway.
And we can do all those.
Give me Broadway. Give me musical. Give me theater.
Can I get an EP, please?
Oh,
can I at least
someone
get a
just
little?
asked me that.
That's little. Can I get an EP, please?
Extended play, ba? That's what EP means. Okay. Yeah, you extend the play. I'm thinking about it. I'm just.
Yeah, listen, you thought about it for quite a long time.
I know, like it's as
when Eric B and Rakim came up with that song, Think About the Master Plan. They didn't mean to think about it this long.
You know what? 2022 we must be doing. It's a year of doing. We thought in 21, 22 we must
my producer is laughing in the background. We like to interact with her a lot.
Yes,
she says she knows you.
She's a laughing kind. She's the kind that laughs backstage. Behind the camera.
She said you're a hyena.
She just likes to laugh. Not just laughing and then
Yo, do you do crypto?
What that mean? Crypto what?
Cryptocurrency.
I said that's internet money.
Not the fraudulent kind.
No, I mean you can't count it one. When I hear crypto, everyone wants to say cover.
Have you heard of let me show it to you well.
Trade father.
The father of trade.
What do they do?
The father trade.
People, until somebody can make me understand it in Naira
Don't worry, we'll
and
teach
in
you.
English.
We'll
All
teach
because
you.
of this, when you do the I don't want to make it. Don't explain something to me that I can't even count the money because it's the internet digital this thing, that one.
Don't worry.
I want people to pay for something, you give me something.
And then when we finish teaching you, you're going to create your own Chigul coin.
Oh, no, I don't want that. That's too much. When I say I cannot sell blood to somebody who needs it. So I can't sell nothing. So anybody who's using me to sell anything, you are OYO. Because your still will not sell. Because
so you don't like, you're not into like investing or stuff like that.
I'm like real estate.
Okay, so real estate.
Because I can see
it's
land,
the kind
house.
that you know about.
Yes, yes, and that's the one that I hate.
Igbo girl.
No, it's not about Igbo girl. I've spoken to people who have said to me that it's one of the best forms of investment. I need to always appreciate.
And even if you just leave it there, and do absolutely
something
nothing with
because
it,
in this day and time,
still that fixed.
Nigeria got somehow. Let the children I will born or might not born or whoever share that I might adopt later in life will have something that I left behind. And be like, she didn't leave us in penury. At least she left something for us.
Just finished.
Yeah, has of sharp, sharp.
There are people that play with money and real estate too. Have you seen Billionaire Row?
Is it a show?
No, it's an area in New York City. It's a few, it's a few buildings.
Billionaire Row.
Very thin, tall buildings in New York. And only billionaires own, well, not only billionaires, of course, there are multi-millionaires.
You see this? I don't need stress of any. Look, I want a bungalow. I have my dream of my house, a big bungalow with fruit trees on the outstretch of the fence. And then I have a small green room, green room, where I'm planting things in the corner. One nice patch of green land, I put one swing and slide for when the young ones come over. They can play on the distance. Then a nice chalet in the back of the house, maybe 2 or 3 bedrooms, for guests to stay. 5-bedroom bungalow, it's not asking too much.
It's not.
Now you're elevated off the ground because of Nigerian rain this thing. That's all. Like my house will smell like orange and apple. You understand? Is that citrus? No. Orange and lemon.
Yes, orange and lemon. Apple is okay. Apple smells.
Yes, and then I can grow it here. You know, have one small farm, just go pepper, onion. You understand me? Let life be stress-free. Just kind of move. That's all I'm asking for. Not too much. I don't want mansion. Just something I can manage. I'd rather even buy a flat safe.
So when I used to tell people that my own dream was just a nice small cottage on top of a hill with a nice little garden in the back and a bicycle, so when the sun rises, I can sit in front of my house, read paper, drink tea, all that one. Maybe if I'm lucky, I will see water. There's a body of water close
just small lake.
You know, whatever.
Yeah. Go and sit down by it and
I can ride my bike in the morning to the shop, buy fresh baguettes. Buy, you know,
exactement.
They look me, they say, oh, you go life, or you go life.
C'est vraiment la vie. I'm telling you, that is the life. And I just spoke a little bit of French.
I know, that French, it was very...
Oui, je parle français, mais je parle espagnol aussi, alors...
Me? You said oui?
I said moi, je parle espagnol, je parle français. Tous les langues étrangères.
Ne pas français.
Toi, tu ne parles pas.
¿Tú hablas español un poquito?
Sí, yo. Sí.
Pequeño poquito.
Sí, yo hablo español. Me gusta mucho todos los idiomas extranjeros. Yo hablo francés. Ahora yo hablo 2 idiomas nigerianas. Igbo y Hausa. Sí. So, I mean, we have things.
You're trying.
But I think I'm about to go back to teaching now.
That's why I said people need to hit on you a little bit more.
I miss teaching. I want to go back to teaching.
Yeah?
Yeah, or tutoring, like tutoring French.
You know what? I think that's a part of me that never got highlighted because I've always relished moments of schooling younger kids.
It's a very rewarding job, thankless but rewarding personally because the pay is nothing. But I mean, I taught high school.
You feel good about yourself.
You do, and I it's one of the places where I flourish, and I think that also helped me with even just my entertainment life, developing it in a classroom where I was a teacher that. I did a dance every now and then and get on the table and do something weird for the kids. Like, Miss Chief, you did that. Yeah, that was me. I was a little weird. But I loved, so that's when I started, I taught myself Spanish for 1 year, but I would be in class with my students in Spanish class in high school. So like in my free time, I would just go to Spanish class and sit down and my colleague, the teacher, would be teaching us and we would all be sitting there and learning and things. And then so when I said, let me go and buy this app. And I just bought
Rosetta Stone?
Rosetta Stone, baby. 1 year. And for like every day, for like an hour a day. And then my Spanish was getting better and better and better. And then...
Anything you put effort into, you shall reap an equal...
Maintain and sustain, yes. It has to keep happening.
But you have to put it in.
Yes, you have to put it in. If you don't put it, you get nothing out.
Okay, so the first wane happened after the viral... peaking. Right?
I felt, I don't know what they call it, a wane.
Because that word, like I didn't like it when you said it.
When I say wane, I guess wane from how I was feeling about it. But you know, I'm learning in this business, Ikechukwu, that sometimes what the situation around you will make you think is not necessarily what it
really is.
Yeah.
100%.
But because it's something you loved and because the applause was so high, seemingly, when it starts to thin out a little bit, you're taking it so hard because you're like, So where's all this stuff that I was?
Thinking
Where's all the
before, was I fooling
glory?
myself? Like, what the hell?
This was Hollywood straight from here now.
You know?
So where's everybody else that was clapping for me when they were listening to my songs?
So
And
no,
I'm
let's
like,
go back to that first.
yeah.
It was Hollywood straight from here now.
Yeah, but it didn't. I didn't.
You know,
It was
and
not,
a lot of people go through that process.
Yeah, and I think people don't. We don't tell ourselves the truth that we need. I literally had to. I feel like I had to mourn a loss, and go through mourning a loss of almost that mindset that I had. And it wasn't, it didn't meet my expectations. But who am I that...
The girl them sugar?
Okay.
Sorry, but go ahead. You said who am I?
I wasn't...
Sorry. Go on.
I've lost my train of thought, and it's hard for me to come back to it now. The train alarm.
Okay, so I succeeded.
Yeah.
So
you're feeling like that who are you that the times are supposed to please you, or the times are supposed to be what you want. And I just had to learn, what do we do now? It's a friend told me about a concept called the WIN concept, WIN. What's important now? Win. Exactly. So what's important now? Important is, how else can I make? And because it was also the way I made cash flow and the way I took care of my bills, we had to figure out other ways to make cash flow.
Continue.
Which means diversifying this brand, which means doing other things, which means what else can you do, Chioma,
100%.
that can make us some money?
And someone like you can do everything.
Not everything, but we're still hosting, we're still this, we're still that. Okay, if BlackBerry is outdated, if the voice, but you can bring them back. And which is, we're on that journey, and then we're doing other things. So I'm pretty much in a comfortable place, just doing my best to get better, building my tribe, trying to move this vision in my head forward to a place where I'll be able to also serve my community as well.
That's a major struggle that I've been having over the last maybe 2 years, but hopefully it's going to come to. Anyway, I want to ask you about Big, not Biggie Smalls, Banana Island Ghost.
Okay.
Like, was that like your first lead?
First feature film.
First lead, first feature.
Yes.
How did that movie do?
And I might be wrong, and then I don't even know if I'm supposed to say this or not, but I feel like with regards to what we spent on making it, I think we made about 2 times that.
Okay. So it
financially
did well, right?
It did I.
At least it broke and doubled.
Well,
it doubled.
It did I.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
But I didn't see any of that, so. Of little consequence.
No equity.
I didn't.
Let's move on.
Let me advise anybody now.
That ever wants to have that conversation.
Let me advise anybody who is doing anything in film in this country. If you are not at the helm of a production, if you're getting paid as an actor, as a whatever, just make sure you get your just desserts. Just make sure you get what you deserve. Make sure you get what's supposed to come to you. I have learned that a lot of times it's not with everybody that you can say to yourself, let's build together. Not everybody has the same vision as you. Not everybody is building at the same pace as you. And I say that because there are a lot of projects I've gone through in my life, and we consider them IT, because we didn't get what we were supposed to get. And I don't want to go into details, but honestly, I'll just say that my experience with Banana Island Ghost, apart from making the film, which I'm very proud of to this day, is one of the things I'm most proud of when it comes to Nollywood film industry. But the other side of it left a big hole in my heart. And whether people tell me, well, it's not your fault, you didn't, at the end of the day, I just feel like I allowed myself to be taken advantage of because I was trusting, because we decided to build together with people who didn't have the same vision.
A lot of times, sometimes when you hear that, let's build together, let's work together, they're just saying, they're just utilizing that statement to convince you to come on board. They never have any intentions of building with you. In fact, once you come and build with them and they extract the value,
they move to the house and leave you outside.
They're looking for the slightest reason to cut off.
Like,
what
and it's not even like they're losing. It's like they cut off before the building was finished.
Scheduling.
Because they know that you will stay till the end of the building. But like I said, it's literally like somebody built a house with you and then left you outside and moved in. So you're outside looking in. Like, but I help to be the house. How am I in the outside
Not allowed
or in the
inside
under the
the
canopy
house.
while they're inside the house, inside the bedroom,
You
and you're
the
like,
gate man.
all I get is canopy.
No.
Not even gate man house. I say canopy.
Canopy.
Gate man house have window.
Oh Lord.
But
No, I feel
that's where we are.
that's just a lesson that everybody in the industry that is a
Needs to
serious
learn.
person needs to learn. You know.
Needs to learn.
Yeah.
It's
Get your
life smart.
just due. Don't always compromise yourself because you're gonna over compromise yourself into a corner.
Yes.
And there's no coming out of that.
Into poverty corner care. Corner will be different. Into the poor man's, you will compromise. Compromise yourself onto what penury.
So how do you see your peers in the Nollywood industry surviving? Because like I mean, it's not everybody that can.
Nollywood doesn't pay my bills. I tell everybody that. I said Nollywood does not pay my bills.
So you mean say all these babes where they Nollywood, where they sit down on top Instagram with living the world and the best life?
You see the thing,
it's
like
not
I can't
Nollywood
judge
money,
I cannot judge anybody.
Is that what you're telling
All
me?
I know is, if you think about it, I guess the way I rationalize it is, I have other means of paying my Nollywood is something I want to get into.
It's a labor of love, as RMD
it's more
says.
of a labor of love than anything else. If you look at it, all of my colleagues, a lot of them are high brand influencers as well. Now, if you think about maybe because somebody's paying you now, it also depends on how long have you been in this business. So what is your going rate? I'm I would call myself new. So I can't call millions.
Still new.
So I'm not calling millions.
You're still new.
I would consider myself kind of sort of new. And that's because I feel like there's a whole lot more to learn.
But were you not in Nollywood before me?
Well, yeah, but you're more popular now. Knock on wood.
Huh?
Sips coffee, drops cup. Now you're more popular. Yeah, he had to just say that because
I don't know.
Now he's not like, okay, this is
I don't know why
be modest. Call it work. Know that you are more popular. Just
no, the music and Nollywood are two different things.
But on the Nolly, are you not on the YouTube? I watch your show. Hello.
I watch yours too.
All of season 1, so let's not.
Hello, darling. I've seen you and everything. Hey,
but I'm not. You are doing series.
Hello.
So they know your face.
We'll work together.
Hello.
You are doing. Where are you going from here, by the way?
I find.
Where are you going from here?
Back home, actually.
No.
Oh,
You have work.
I'm working.
Yeah.
Yes.
What are you working on?
I'm a thing. It's a little thing.
A little thing.
Put together by someone. And
By
he just
someone?
asked me and said, "Would you come?" And I said, "Oh, sure."
So what would we call this thing?
It's a little, just a little TV thing.
TV what?
It's not important. It's just a little thing.
Would you call it a series?
I can't talk about it, darling. Stop.
No, I'm just I'm actually very, very proud of the path that you've created and the work that you've done, the work you've put in, and the achievements. Like to be honest, like it's true that our careers kind of sort of mimic each other because I've had wanes. I've had a couple of wanes. So mine is like this.
But you own you own the situation.
You have to.
It's not like you're trying to deceive yourself that
killing yourself.
We are still there. You are not.
No, see, like you have to understand the industry. You have to understand it. If you play, this is a problem I've been telling people on every single episode. I'll be Bamdele, development in the industry and the lack thereof. What it used to be isn't what it is today. It's like back in the day, you knew that if you were given a chance by the guys that are in the industry, let's specify now, music, right? Or even Nollywood. If someone pulled you in and from unknown and out of the blue.
From obscurity to popularity.
From obscurity and pulls you in. Not even the popularity yet. It just pulled you into the system. You know that you have to work and grind and help Baba get his tea in the morning, maybe even sweep house, or all those type of things that make you humble and build.
I mean, I've heard that's Wiz, you hear
everybody, all of us from back then.
Back in the day.
Yes, now. Even abroad, you go through.
Yeah. You become you're a studio rat. And then
you have to
go from being a studio
absorb, learn, and when it's your turn, when you get your
turn,
you treasure it and you treat it right and you deal with clients the right way and you know. But these ones these days now, they're chilling like this, their big bro or their cousin or their uncle or this. Come, you don't want to do music. Uncle, I don't mind, but me, I know music. Don't worry, we'll get producer for you, we'll get writer for you. Come, just yarn sunglasses, water, baby, come touch me. It's good.
But
jam don't enter, and jam be that.
Yes, now, but let's just say the people like the jam that you are giving them.
No, but
what I'm saying is, but you as a person, if you don't figure out how to, from there, let's just say that uncle
They
or auntie
can't
gave
figure
was
out
a
from
small
there.
door into the whatever. Now you have gone into the door. It's now work for you to work the rest of that journey.
But
to
that
the end.
they're not
Well,
recognizing
yeah, of course.
that
No,
the
there's
journey
work
needs
ethic.
working.
Yeah, there's no work
That's
ethic.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to
There's
say.
no
They,
work ethic.
they
None.
and they demand, they want instant gratification. Right now, you must give.
Everybody wants to blow. Are you
as
seeing
I,
the times?
as I don't blow with this song now, you're supposed to pay me whiskey
People's
money.
eyes are so red, it's pink.
And
Yeah,
how much they say, how much do you think you deserve? And how much do they pay whiskey?
No,
I'm telling you.
When people, there are some things that people do. And you know, I was just talking to somebody. I said, somebody, you know, and I feel like the younger people, you can't tell them that they're wrong, but they're so wrong like 2 left feet wrong. Like, I was giving an example. I said somebody had come into my DMs, because, you know, I'm the one that answers all my DMs.
Okay.
Bless the Lord. It's a problem and it's a
For
blessing.
your information, you DM her, you talking to her.
I might delete you if you start with the crap. But I do check all my DMs, because I have OCD. If I see an unopened thing, I begin to itch. So I must.
So you even go even further into the
check.
requests. Those ones.
I must clear it. Every day.
Where's my phone?
Must clear it.
I'll check my own.
And somebody came to my DMs and was like, you know what? You know how they just ask you these kind of random questions like, please, can you work with me, or can I work with your team? So I said, I don't have a team, because I don't. I'm a solo person. I don't travel around with 800 people. I'm normally by myself with me and my assistant and maybe my driver. That's it. I work, sorry. This coffee is sweet. So they're like, please, I write and I am also an actor. Okay. So I've been looking at this message like, you know, like you're like, what shall I answer them? What shall I answer them?
How can I help?
So I now said, you know what? Here's my email address. Send me some monologues and writing samples, because I'm writing something. Actually, I'm writing a series right now.
If he makes sense,
and
if she makes sense,
I can bring you on board and put you in a writer's room. Hey, I've helped somebody out. This individual,
I know you wanted to say that 5-letter word.
and they might see this video or not.
So good now.
They sent me 4 TikTok videos.
As monologues.
With the TikTok logo shining in the front. And I think they use Rio de Janeiro filter. I think Rio. It's which one on such? Yeah, one of them. Rio de Janeiro filter, and it was one of these comedy skits, talking to the phone. There's a voiceover. There's another music playing on the side. TikTok, blink, blink, blink. And then I go to the writing samples. They sent me 2 full scripts. Full. So then, of course, I showed my manager. He was like, first of all, respond to them and say, I will not be reading these scripts because you did not send an NDA along. Before they come and say I stole the idea.
100%.
So I now said, send me a synopsis. He sends me 3-4 lines of a synopsis of the writing thing. Now, I said to myself, if I tell this person, and because I'm trying to figure out how to even correct you with love. Because in my opinion, if you had said to me, I don't know how
you would have helped.
I would have. What does a monologue? What actually
what
is a
synopsis? What is a monologue?
How can I do it? Then I'll know that okay, you want to know how to do it, but you just assume that sending me. So if someone asks you for an audition, you would send those TikTok videos in your mind. You've told yourself you send them your best work. They want to see you acting. Give me emotion. Give me this. Give me that. You're sending me TikTok videos, comedy to you, comedy that I guess that makes you laugh. Bless the Lord for you. And I'm like, I've not answered them yet because I'm not sure what to say. So I don't know whether to say, should I take this one under my wing? But no. My wing is a little tired. Yeah. My wing is tired. My wing doesn't flap anymore because I can't.
You can't take the ones under the wing. They're going to cause a heavy load.
Yeah, I think I'll send a message and say, maybe have a full discussion with this person by email. Because I think for me to leave the person without the proper info that as much as I can give them would be wrong. Because they're going to give somebody else.
You really OCD on resolution.
But you have to.
Even with this, no, but even I know you see.
Closure is good. There should always be closure to everything. You should always close, and then you start a new chapter. When you're reading book, do you jump from 1 to chapter 8? No, you finish chapter 1, then 2, 3, then to 8. I'm sorry.
Sometimes,
OCD. You should always have closure.
sometimes I open the book because
And go
the
straight to
book
the
is
back.
attractive. No, the book is attractive, and it's promising. And I open it and I read through chapter 1. Sometimes I don't get through chapter 1 and I throw the book.
That's if you stopped reading the book. That's even closure. You stopped.
Yeah.
But you can't just read chapter 1 and be like, so, and then 8.
No, 8. Sometimes you can read chapter 1 and then realize what chapter 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 might
From
be
that.
like. So you will now skim.
At least
And you
you're,
can
at
do that
least,
to
you- at least
8.
you're skimming because one gives you an overview
Yeah.
into what the rest will be. But I feel like when it comes to imparting knowledge.
Knowledge.
We've
I
been
get
doing
you.
this for a minute. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
We've been here. We've gone through the ups and downs and highs and lows of this entertainment industry, as we like to call it, this farm that we call entertainment in Nigeria, because it is very arduous road to tread, and I feel like they are ill prepared for what is in it. They see the glory, don't know the story, and so everybody wants to blow, but they don't understand that blowing is not about. You have to be sensible.
No be fun, no be hobby.
It's not a hobby.
Now work, na
It's
career.
a what exactly, because you are foregoing everything else.
profession-
You could be doing a
professional.
9 to 5. I could be doing a 9 to 5. I'm probably doing very well in your 9 to 5. But you're here doing something that you call a passion, and so this has to work for you.
And
you
it
can
has
do it-
lesser
and you can do it
guarantees than your
without
9 to
pay.
5.
And you can do it without pay. Hence, it is what you love to do. Hence, it's a passion. But these young children don't know. So I feel like it behooves me to, if I come across someone who does not know, I need
You have
to
to help
you
them to know.
by imparting some knowledge. Whether you take it or not is your business. Now, my
Because-
thing is, I'm
because a
asking
lot of
God
these
to help
children,
me.
they call you over
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course. I mean, I feel like even when you go on movie sets, and sometimes I would like, excuse me, can I interject? That tense is wrong. There's some small things like that, grammatical errors, small things like that. So I find that the knowledge that I have been blessed to have and be given to me,
Pay it forward.
I need to pay it forward. So each one teach one, each one reach one.
Yeah.
And that's the only way we're going to make it happen. It's not just by leaving them.
But unfortunately, our
flounder.
Nigerians are not like that.
Well,
There's a small number of us that are still
but let's
like
start
that.
with the small number. The
Yeah.
small number can cause a ripple effect.
Yes.
And then the
I
ones
agree.
that don't eventually can have a mind reset.
I agree.
That's the hope.
I agree.
We have to something has to change, because we can't keep doing business as usual, expecting different results. That's insanity. It's not going to get any better, and that tells into our lives as Nigerians and as people, because of the way we even treat our careers is the way we treat ourselves in life, the way we entreat each other. It's the prime example. There has to be discipline in all of those areas of our lives. We are indisciplined. We are ill. What's the word I'm looking for? Ill-exposed. We are untoward. We are hard-headed. We are hard-hearted. We are obstinate. It's a problem, and we just don't want to accept that we are wrong, because if we do the same thing for 30 years, that makes it right.
Stuck in it too.
You've just been doing the wrong shit for 30 years, and people just allowed that wrong
If
shit
you let
to
them
happen.
if you let them get to 40 years,
It's
they'll
gonna-
be stuck in
it's
their
just-
ways.
Exactly, and that's
change.
going to be just another old, stuck in a way person who made no change. What change has to happen, and I don't mean the kind that we've had in the past couple of years. I mean like proper change.
Yeah.
Proper
Not change for 1,000.
No.
Or
I mean
change for
change of
500.
mindset, re-education, reorientation.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to.
Many
That's
people
the
they watch
goal.
understand what they talk, because sometimes the phone go too much, so you guys break it
It's
down.
like
for you.
just to reset your mind, so that you not be thinking foolish, unfoolish yourself, foolishinize yourself.
Demumu yourself.
Yes, defoulize yourself. Don't be a foul. Okay.
Oh my Lord! Wow. Okay, so that. Swear to God. All right. Swear to God, you ain't fucking with nobody right now.
I swear to God.
You swear to God? Because if you don't want to tell, you can always just
swear
sit.
to God.
You ain't fucking. You single?
I'm single.
Ready to mingle?
I don't know about all that, but
Okay.
let's just say.
Okay. Swear to
I'm
God that
reading-
even
I'm
though
reading
you
my own
single.
mail.
Swear to God that even though you single, you ain't getting none.
Swear to God. Swear to God.
You ain't getting none.
And God, don't be upset with me, because you know we're not supposed to swear, Lord, but swear to God.
Hey, we're sinners.
Swear to
Forgive
God.
us.
Nothing.
And that's why I said swear to God.
This
You know, it's
factory is-
God.
this
It's not.
factory is
Don't.
Yes, okay, there's
say-
a difference. Okay.
Yeah.
Sales. Yes, swear to God. Yep.
Okay.
Factory is unused. Factory has bad luck. Yeah. Factory needs to be cleaned out with a broom and mop. Yeah. Yeah.
You don't blank my brain now.
Exactly,
with
because
all
you thought
this
you
one.
were saying, no,
Just-
your sister is not doing anything, please.
so no one
There's
toasting?
nobody. Toasting.
Yeah, toasting. And
Let's not talk about toasting, because if it's toasting, I'm getting nonsense, useless, almost 3
because
years
that was
old
the
boys.
next question I was
3-year-old
going to ask.
boys
Like,
approaching
where are they
Najum,
coming from?
hello,
What
dear.
did they do?
Hello, ne, Norma. Oh, sweet darling, you are 22. Come on, get away from here. You know, what's our conversation going to be? Or what do you? Let's start with what you be calling me, mommy, auntie, fine girl, sis.
But you're a cougar now.
Big
Cougars are in now.
My dear, this
Cougars are the in thing
with the kind
now.
of people that are approaching me, I'm a lioness, not even a cougar. I really am and speak out like I've used some of them to do toothpicks. And I'm going to decide. I'm like, what is it? What am I doing? I said, Lord, Father, Jesus, hello, send somebody. Just cannot. I said it before that people think I'm joking. I said, listen, I need somebody that emotionally, psychologically, and maybe physically. That's what I need. I don't need just one tonto boyfriend of one garden, Alice in Wonderland. Just I don't want you to tune my radio. I don't need all that.
That's tune radio.
I need someone who can buy me a full station. I don't need you to give me satellite dish. Buy me a whole DSTV. Just buy the whole company. Multi-choice. Don't want no. I don't want you to just come into my life and I'm 40. I'll be 46. My nigga, I'm not trying to find out what you're doing. It's not a fling. We don't fling, because once you date me, break up is hard. Because the next boy that tries to break up with me, we going hard, bone to bone fight. Like what you say.
And by the way, when a woman is talking, and her eyes are closed,
you know she means something.
See,
first date is why go kwaka. Straight.
Did you know what a kwaka introduction?
First date. I'm coming with the whole goddamn family. We're going to see him.
This is me. This is him. This is his mommy.
This
is his daddy.
Uncle brought all
that's Uncle Brutus.
Yes. I award you there. They had to be like, you came to visit me. Yes, ma. They said, we don't knock. We break the wall down. We walk to the house. You want at my age? We don't have time for that. Say, you want to just get to know me? No. My name is Chioma Omeruah.
We have gotten to know each other now. What's next?
Yes. What's up? When is the date? What colors should be? Let's call it spade. I don't have time.
Okay.
I don't have time.
Why do you have women always try to control the men?
I don't do. I leave people to do what they want to do. When you F up, they'll not answer you. When you say, leave me, it's okay. You make time one, fuck up. I rectify it.
What's the last project you were in?
As in film?
Yeah. Or series?
Chief Daddy.
Chief Daddy 2.
Let's not talk about it.
How was that? Oh, did you not watch
it, Joseph? Well, it was all right. It was
good. I didn't ask myself for my opinion of how Chief Daddy was.
Okay.
I asked you.
Me? Chief Daddy was Chief Daddy. It was good. We did it. It was a dope production. I had fun. Yes. Had fun shooting it with my people.
You were in 1 too, right?
Yes, I was.
Yeah, and you were in Wedding Party 2 too.
Yes, I was.
Yeah. What's going on there? Like, I mean, I thought I was the only person that was reaping the, Ebony Life. Shout out to Ebony Life. Shout out to Emma.
Yes, our
queen,
giver.
Our queen of life.
With the best welfare ever.
I did. Can you say that again, please?
She's the best welfare ever.
One more time.
She takes care of all her people.
Talk about scheduling.
Everything, food, everything where you can rest, sit down.
Talk about accommodation.
Everything. Yes.
Transportation.
Everything. Yes, everything.
Yeah.
She takes care of her people.
On point.
That's it.
And the production crews be on point.
Yes, and all my people. Yeah, I love her crew too.
Crew's on point.
Yes. Bless. That's where we was. Now where was we?
Chief Daddy 2.
So yeah, we did that. That was the last thing.
Okay, so I brought it up because there's been a lot of down talk. Nigerians, they always want to pull a big production down.
My dear, pull all you want.
A lot of people are enjoying the movie abroad.
Right.
Because
we're not trying to be smart viewers.
And this is actually kind of like, even though some people will say yes that, the criticism is accurate, some people will say the criticism isn't accurate. The thing about Nigeria is like everything becomes viral. I say that because at the end of the day, it's like one person tears it down, another person tears it down.
It catches on
everybody's like, let's tear it down. Let's tear it down.
But you know what, when it comes to art, period, it's like people listen to some songs. There are some people who to us, it sounds like they're playing, but to them, they're making music. But you listen to it, you be like, please, guy, don't even try. Don't just go and sit down.
Yeah.
But to them, they're making serious music. I feel like it doesn't have to be explained. My thing is, you didn't like it. Okay, next.
Yeah.
What I don't understand is when people send me DMs of bad reviews of the film. My question is, should I repost
Do
this
that?
now?
No, wait, hold
Do
on.
I
Did,
repost?
do I own the movie?
Tell you a thank you.
Did I make the movie?
Bless. Am I on Netflix? Do I tell you thank you? Do I say, oh wow, great, I'm glad you have an opinion?
Like
Opinions are body odor. Everybody has one. Like, I mean, let's call a spade a spade. So you've reviewed the film. I think it was good. I think it was bad. I'm happy for you.
Great.
I don't know whether people are sending me posts that it was good. What are you trying to curry favor with me? It doesn't matter. Like, if the film is being ripped apart, hey, I think
on to the next one.
On to the next one. Because guess what? MA is still working.
More than ever now than ever.
About to give it to you hard and heavy.
About to give it to you live. Proper live.
So if you like, while you're talking about this one, she has given you on that one.
100%.
So, and that's just how she is. She's about her business. So I don't even care why people are. Another gist will come. Another film is being made right now. Another one will come out.
It's the same. It's the same thing with everything done in this life, in every industry, whether it's banking, whether it's music, whatever. Like I have like 3 main albums that everybody knows about. The EPs that just came out recently, they don't really know. So those 3 main albums, people will tell you, this one better pass this one. Baba, this one you do nonsense on this one.
Because you have your fan base, people that will forever. If Ikechukwu says blah, blah, tomorrow, they'll go and buy it because they.
But then there are the other people who are sitting there saying, Baba, your time don't go beg.
Yeah. And that's
this
fine.
One where they are old school, we know they listen to this one again. This thing where you sing nonsense. Check out nonsense now. What you need to talk. You know, so there will always be the naysayers. Always.
They don't speak English. They don't understand.
Say again?
Because they don't speak English. They
don't speak English. But English not be our first language.
When I say English, I mean even just regular
understand. Yeah, word.
They don't. So of course to them it will be like, it's not because you like noise. So, and it's okay that you want noise. You want noise. Words that don't mean anything. You want that. That's great. And that's you. And you're gonna have what you want.
Yeah.
Whatever you want, you can have. That's the thing about art.
I think there's so much going on in Nigeria that people are so used to being depressed without even knowing it, right? That
therapy is needed.
Yeah, the mental health is a serious issue in Nigeria that's being totally ignored.
And these past couple of years have been the worst. These past couple of years, I think
I'm telling you,
a lot of people are manifesting now the trauma of the past couple of years.
And some are not even aware that they're manifesting that.
It didn't come out then. It's slowly coming out now. And even I had to check myself, like, is that you? That's not you. That's not really you. But why is it so bad? Why are you feeling it like this much, you know? And because we don't tell ourselves the truth, because we want to sweep stuff under the carpet and not address issues. Mental health is a serious situation here. We don't know how many people have committed suicide. I hear of young people.
A lot.
People drinking sniper. People drinking.
Well, because they're not celebrities, you don't hear.
Because you don't hear. So people hanging themselves. Like the young man who hung himself on his fan, in his flat, in his.
Well, the one that went upstairs, on top of his own building and jumped onto NEPA wire, for everyone to see.
When?
This is last year.
Wow.
And it's not when, as because you mean which one?
Oh. Yeah.
Because they don't do them. Jumping on that NEPA wire. At one point, I started thinking it was a trend.
And you know, because people don't know what to do. And then you hear people
They're
kill
tired.
themselves over, I owe somebody 40,000.
And
you're thinking to yourself, like, to you, it's like, 40,000 I spent at a restaurant, or I bought a t-shirt for 40K. And you're saying somebody's killing themselves over that?
And someone that hears you say that
like,
right now, be looking
like,
at you,
what
look at what wicked woman, get 40,000. You take 40,000, go buy shirts.
They're very,
you know, Sabi waiting I feel use 40,000.
Yes, and they're like, and I feel like almost like therapy should be mandatory, if you ask me.
Well, you know.
Everybody needs to see somebody to talk about something.
Everybody needs to be able to get shit off their chest.
Exactly.
Everybody needs to have that feeling of being
careful of my reception of people. Yes.
You understand?
I'm very careful.
That was a very major issue that I noticed. A lot of people need that innate, that hunger for being understood.
Yeah.
Can run
or not even just
mad.
understand. Seen.
Seen is worse because of how superficial life is now, right? The average individual has that craving and need to be seen, to feel like somebody.
Yes.
To be
important.
It's partially like a celebrity type thing, a celebrity complex. I want to be to a certain degree. Yeah.
But then again, some people just want to be seen by humanity. Like, I want to be able to talk to you and know that you're going to respond
That you
to
actually
me
understand
and be like,
what I'm
hi,
saying.
which is why another reason why I always check my DMs is because yes, I open up myself to receive nonsense, but every now and then, and they're few and far between, you will get the I really like you. What you do makes me happy.
Yes.
It makes me smile.
Don't stop. Keep
it helps
moving.
my depression. And I'll be like, don't stop. Keep doing what
you're
doing.
I'm
and
sorry
I'm
I'm going to cut you off right now.
What happened?
This one that you just said. Yes. So a DM came into me, Twitter, 2019, and it broke my heart because it was this girl who was following me and had already supported me, like innocently. It was now telling me about her being raped, right? And the reason why we got into that conversation was because like I knew that she was a rapper chasing music before, and I was like, yo, so how far with the music now? You don't tell her. She's like, oh yeah, she got disenfranchised for it. She's just doing some other stuff. Then she now later on came back and told me the reason why she got disenfranchised from it was because she finally got an opportunity to go into a studio and record with a known producer at the time, and he pressed himself up on her. She couldn't do nothing, so he raped her. And I was like, wait, hold up. Is this somebody I know? And she was like, yes. I was like, what's his name? And she told me. And I was just like, the same way I just wanted to hit this cup just now. It's like, but this was 2019, lost contact with her. I just reconnected with her last week. What do I do?
I think that door opened for a reason. Reopened,
I mean?
Yes. And because you just never know. Sometimes you're not even thinking about something until you're thinking about it. It's almost like she's not in the forefront of your mind, front burner, not on the back burner anymore. So I think you will do what Ikechukwu does, which is be a brother and a mentor from afar at first.
I gotta help.
From afar, but I also need you to tread carefully, watch your boundaries, because you can also be too giving, you forget yourself and be giving and be going. So be aware, Ikechukwu of 2019 was not married. Ikechukwu today is married. So there are many factors to consider in trying to be there for her.
But in the big picture, not just her.
But I think you should ask her, like, for people
that are
in
going
general,
through that.
Yeah, like I think that if maybe God can, in my opinion, I feel like some things God can take bad and turn it to good for somebody. So almost like if you believe in her talent, right? If you think her talent is bankable, you can take her talent and maybe not even necessarily, you cannot be a conduit for her to get to that place where she needs to get to. So there can be something positive coming out of the negative. You understand what I'm saying? There's nothing we can do about the person.
Or even if it's just, because she sounds like she had moved on.
Yeah, from but if she's, or maybe find out from her what she wants to do. Find out where her mindset is.
Resolution, do you
some
kind of closure.
Do you still want to do it? Do you still want to? And if she says, yeah, but I just feel like after that happened, but still, you can't give up on your dream. And you have to just keep,
because that killed it for her.
Words of affirmation, and just keep drilling positive thoughts
100%.
into her mind and to her brain. Because sometimes you are the difference between somebody's giving up and somebody's deciding to move on.
100%. I've gotten DMs like that before.
Yeah.
And that's a heavy thing to be wearing. So that's why I try not to go into the DM. Every DM I read, if it's not this, it's my sister is in the hospital.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll even send you pictures and all that one.
That one I can't. Sorry. Because times are hard.
Baba, please help my career. Please sign me. I will do anything. I can do this. I'm like,
we will do what we can. We cannot.
I try not to go in there too much because it's too much. You know the kind of person that I am.
Yeah.
If I fit, I'll sit down and I'll read one DM and then I'll start coming up with different ways I can help this person. Meanwhile, I've lost 2 hours and I've forgotten what I was supposed to be doing,
which is important to you for you to do. But at the end of the day, what I do know is that you cannot give what you don't have.
Nope.
You cannot fill from an empty vessel.
Mm-hmm.
So remember you in the midst of all of that. I said to myself, I said, I don't know if I think it gets to a place where you're inspiring everybody. Everybody's inspired by you and everything that you're doing, and you have forgotten to inspire yourself.
100%.
Because you're working on that whole hamster in a wheel.
100%. And I'm a Libra.
Constantly taking picture, video
So,
for people to see what you're doing and be inspired by you. Meanwhile, you
What
are
about you?
empty inside. Meanwhile, the car is on E. The light is showing. So you are just doing.
And the thing where they pay me, the things where they use before, they make us who we be now. We know they do them anymore.
Yeah.
For example, I used to like source music. Like I would take time out.
And it was the thing that gave you joy.
Yeah. Like on my lunch break in New York, I'll hop on the train, the A or the C real quick, go to Bleecker Street real quick, find a record I like, go back to work. You know, sometimes just go and sit in Barnes and Nobles
and just
listen. Just you can't do that no more. You have Apple Music, yeah, you can skim, you can slide, but everything is algoed now. Everything is playlisted now. So it's like you listen to what they want you to listen, not to what.
So you have to select artist now. It's now artist name.
And that makes it even harder because that means you have to discover the person first before you hear the music. The new music. Why can't I just discover music and be like, oh, who did that?
Maybe this girl needs to be discovered without even.
There are lots of them that want to be discovered. Every time I go on live, they're dead. The point I'm trying to make is the different things that give extreme, like that cause heavy mental health issues out here, right? Those are the type of things that I want to start tackling.
But what is now? Now I have a question for you.
Okay.
About the person that she said did that to her.
This is part of the issue.
Do you see this person on a regular?
Nah. So now I haven't even seen this person in like years, but I've communicated with him like not too long before I heard this shit in 2019.
Right.
I haven't communicated with him ever since. He's not even based in Niger anymore. He comes and goes, but he's out there. And it's the kind of thing where it's like, I'm that kind of dude. Like, I see you.
I'm going to put you in your place real quick. Or just put you on blast real quick. But then
again, blast you.
Yes. Well, let us know that we're not going to be going.
We're not, yeah, but that's.
We're not going to jail for murder.
No. I didn't mean blast like that. I'm not packing no more.
I don't know how y'all do. You know, these Igbo men, they don't think twice. Just whatever. I don't understand.
No, but I just feel like MI and I had this conversation, and I know he's spearheading a lot of like mental health movements, and I want to be part of that. I want to help out. I've gone through my own issues too. You know what I'm saying? And I really do believe a lot of people can learn from what I've been through. You know.
I think you should stay in touch with this chick, and I think you should. First of all, let's find out what she wants to do. And then take it from there. You have to, and she needs to go have a good think.
Look, the way I discovered her recently wasn't like she came back to holla. No.
But if she just happened to enter your vicinity now.
No, let me tell you. No. That's exactly what happened. Right. That's exactly what happened. I got on the phone in the morning. I called Kemi, wished her happy birthday. Yeah. She was in New York. I come back on Twitter. Next thing I see Kemi pop up on Twitter. I'm like, how coincidental. And then the pop-up that he popped up as a notification was this girl saying sweet mama. Oh. And then I saw her tag, her handle, and I was like, it came back. And I clicked it, I went to message and saw everything. I was like,
yeah.
The girl I've been looking for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So exactly how you said it is exactly how it happened.
So there's probably a reason why.
Oh, there's obviously a reason why. You know, it's just like sometimes, even though when we know what
for it to come back?
100%. So
I'm
definitely
going
to.
Why you can't sleep on this one.
Why I can't. And it's not just this one. It's
many
the pathway that this one opens.
Took. Yes. Yeah. And how we came back.
100%.
Yeah. I mean, and if you need us for anything, because she's female.
Yes.
So if it needs to be a female voice in the midst of, then we can send her to where she needs to go.
100%.
We have some connections of people that at least she can talk to psychologically 100%. Or whatever, just to get help. Because I literally, and maybe there's a reason why this happened, because I just spoke to a psychologist yesterday. I was on a show with a psychologist, a young lady who's very, very brilliant, a woman who's not Nigerian. She said she was praying. She used to live in the Netherlands. She was praying, and God said, move to Nigeria. She saw Lagos in her dream. She had never been here before. She saw Lagos in the vision, packed her things and came to Nigeria.
That's crazy.
That she's like, yeah, and she's been here for like over a year, a little bit over a year now. She just worked. She was telling me about working with women who had gone through trauma like that.
Yeah.
She does group
Because
therapy.
there are a
She does
lot.
individual.
There are a lot.
Yeah.
There are a lot.
Yeah. There's a reason why we're saying this. Maybe this is for her. Maybe my meeting this woman was for me to talk to you and for this girl to now meet this woman. Who knows?
So, what are your plans for this year?
I'm writing. So, Ian and I have a production coming together. So he's also building a film fund, and he's also doing production work behind the scenes with just being sort of like an aggregator for projects.
Okay.
For a company in South Africa. I'm writing a show right now. It's called The D Word. It's about navigating life after separation and divorce. So I've just done a very small breakdown of it.
That's
so
actually dope.
We're creating a writer's room. In February, we're gonna start work and just bang it out and do like full script for 10 episodes.
I just saw Insecure, part 2.
That's the season 5. Huh?
No. I mean, I was visualizing from what you were saying, the D Word.
Yeah, by the grace of God, I feel like it speaks to a different group of people.
Yeah.
Because we've always dealt with the
like
whole
recently
pre-marriage.
divorced.
Yeah.
Or
So what
thinking
do they
about
do?
it,
or issues that it's not like there was infidelity. It's just a marriage just broke down. Why did it break down? You explore these angles.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think there's so many stories to explore, and
and just how people are.
Yeah, and I'm really happy. I'm really happy with the fact that I could sit down because I had a block. I went through last year was really rough for me.
Yeah.
I didn't know how rough until again towards the end. Like I literally, Ikechukwu, like I say it now, but there was a time I didn't want to be here anymore. And you're thinking to yourself like, it's like weird thoughts, right?
So this is how they go through it.
Yes. I was like, I don't want to be like. I wish I could just disappear. Like I wish I wasn't here. And I was like, no. There has to be more to this. There has to be more. This has to mean more. And
it does.
And I had to go into. I went to a really dark place, and decided that I would just choose life. And I'm still choosing life.
100%.
One day at a time, and
days
100%. Days go off, but then I'm like, I'm
swinging.
still choosing life.
Yeah.
Let me see. I think, and this is what because I'm just seeing potential. I'm Patrick Diabois, who played the ghost on DIG.
I remember barely.
He's on Eve, or was on Eve for a minute, Eve the series.
Okay.
It's him. I mean, I'm just looking at potential.
Women, 3, 1. And this you should be able to run through this quick.
Well, not really.
Talent.
Not necessarily.
Maddest talent.
I mean, talent.
Nobody say just because you be fine girl, they say complete this role.
No, it's not that.
Talent.
I'm talking about substance, talent, grit.
Number 1. Number 1. Come on. You can do it.
Yo.
Yes.
I want to see her. I would like to see her doing other things.
Who? Like,
Bisola.
Bisola, Big Brother Bisola.
Bisola, yes.
1.
I
no need to explain.
Okay.
2.
Me.
We're done. Now 3.
Adeswa.
Bam. Okay. So now it gets tougher because now we're going to leave Nollywood.
Okay.
We're going to switch into music.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I know you're a hip hop head, so I'm going to ask you, who are your top? I should leave with 5. I should just stay with 3.
You know what? But this hip hop in Nigeria, is it hip hop with the Afrobeat hip hop or Afro hip?
So
because there's many Afro inside, or just regular
rap.
Give it to me like Big Daddy Kane style back in the
all time. Your top 5. Nigeria.
Top 5 all time.
Yeah.
Top 5 all time. And not because this year is Ikechukwu, MI, rap all time. God damn, what's his name? God darn it. Jesse Jags.
2 more.
Vector.
1 more.
Kai. There are these new people, but the rappers are not plenty. The rappers are not plenty. The singers. And more rappers are not much.
Just got 1 more.
Is Ladipo a rapper?
Yes, no.
Ladipo. Oh.
5.
Jesus.
All time.
I think that's yes, right now.
Okay. Now, you see, you actually kind of messed it up a little bit because that last person you put, Ladipo, he's been in the industry for quite a while, but most people don't know
I just
that.
said he was I put him as singer.
No,
but
not rapper,
but he
nah.
does. That's how in my head. It was like, well, he does rap. I literally was saying to myself, he raps.
No rapper.
Yeah. I would have put him even
but
like
he's fresh now.
Yeah.
And that was what the next one was gonna be. It was like your top 5 of right now.
Right now.
Yeah, well, that one go hard you if you couldn't think of 5 of all time rappers.
Right now. When you say rapper, right now.
Yeah. And they mix with rapper, Afrobeat. They mix with rapper, hip life, all those. So rap.
It would be Ladipo. It would be
1,
Vector.
2.
It would be. You know the thing. I also adding popularity as well, or just substance, or in my view, just great, or is it
your
also
view?
numbers?
Your view. Ladipo, Vector.
They're not plenty now.
Yeah, because a lot of them have swayed away from rap because they pay for their mind.
You're also doing what the audience wants, so you're not being necessarily sticking to what you want to do. It's you're playing
but rappers still there.
Them still there, but
you don't know who Black Bones is.
I've heard that name.
Bling 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 bling.
Who be that?
Ding 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 ding.
What's that? Black Bones. There's that.
My dear, in fact, let's just leave it.
Literally, to be Ladipo, to be Vector, to be. That's the only.
I don't even hear you call Neto name himself.
No, that would have been all time. Sorry, that would have been all time.
So that would have completed.
Yes, that would have been your 5 for all time.
But then there's also Psycho YP. You don't know that name.
You see what I mean? You are judging. Are you judging on what I've heard
Dremo?
Before?
You don't know Dremo.
I've heard the name, but. I thought you were going to ask me sing. And when you say maybe singers, I might know more.
Yeah, rap for them, small.
I don't know how to rap.
You don't see you get all the talents now. Darling, thank you so much for coming on my show.
Always.
I really appreciate you. I love you. And I can't wait for us to do this again. We gotta do this. You gotta come back in season 2 because there's some other things that I want to talk about. Life will happen by then.
That maybe there's more gist.
Yes,
like that I'm the one like 2 children like this. I will just be a mother of 2 babies.
We praise the Lord.
A wife of a husband.
It is our prayer.
Amen.
Amen.
Oh, mama.
Give me a hug, yo. Thank you so much. God bless you for coming through with your chucks.
It's your last minute. You know you call me. It's only certain people that can bring that to my house last minute.
See, and when I called you, I felt bad because it was last minute, you know. But we already had you scheduled.
I had that no on lock.
Tomorrow has come, and today, we will know.